tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Wednesday, Up Day, and we're ready to bring you all the action. Our game tonight featuring the Golden State Warriors as they go up against the Boston Celtics here in Boston. Alongside Greg Anthony, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. And tonight, we'll be joined by the man with his finger on the pulse of the NBA. No one better than Shams Charania. Shams, it is so great to have you courtside with us.
Well, Kevin, thank you so much. Talking basketball is what and honestly, we were born to do, so let's do it.
And look at the guys by our side. Man, we all love this game. Let's go right into it. Now, Golden State's starting five. In it, small and power forward, it'll be Wiggins and Green. Moses Moody is out there with Curry. And it's Jackson Davis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Boston, Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. And it's Horford in at the center, locking down the middle. And the Warriors start out with the ball. Curry passes to Green. It's stolen by White. Holiday against Curry. Brown dishes to Holiday. Warriors with the rebound. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Nothing is better than winning on the road in this league. It's so difficult. You savor every one of those.
And the Warriors with possession here. Following the shot by Drew Holiday. And Jackson Davis gets it to go. And the Warriors dynasty with their core seemingly over. You never want to completely scratch them out. But, Shams, how are we going to remember the run that this remarkable franchise has had?
You could make a case that the 2017 team might be the best to ever play, and the Warriors have become an elite franchise in NBA history. It might be a while since we see a dynasty quite like this, especially with the big three of Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, and Klay Thompson.
Hall of Famers, great coaching, solid ownership. They had it all.
They haven't been able to find their rhythm. That's 3 straight misses now.
Curry finds Moody. The three. Another three for Golden State.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Now here is Holiday. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Hawks in Atlanta. White, good. Hey, Shams, you're always on the pulse of those league-changing trades. You certainly saw some impactful ones last season.
Across the board, the Pacers, the Mavericks, they made deep runs, and they did so on the back of some big trade deadline moves. Those are transformations that excite all of us to witness. Even New York getting OG Anunoby at the trade deadline. This is a league that's built on capitalizing at the moment and striking when the iron's hot. And we saw multiple teams do that this last season.
Yeah, that trade deadline was phenomenal for those teams you mentioned. Really impactful. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
Wow, what a slam. Tatum not messing around right there.
Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Curry. A 24-point outing in their last game against the Wizards in Washington.
Well, and he was also doing a great job feeding his teammates, racking up the assists. So important to team chemistry.
Now, here's Green. And Tatum pulls it down. Curry against Holiday. Brown outside. White setting the pick for Brown. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Jackson Davis. And another basket for Boston.
Well, look, they need Brown making an impact with his outside game, and he rarely disappoints.
Moody the pass to Curry. Green with a screen on Holiday. Up top, Curry, guarded by Holiday. Top of the key. Curry can't get it to go.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Tatum looking around. To the middle, from 7. Bank shot, no good. And that does it for the first quarter. Warriors lead by 4. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Trailing by 4. This game against Golden State is the first time they've met this season.
And going back a season ago, it was a win for both sides in their 2 meetings.
Yeah, these non-conference matchups are a good measuring stick for a team. Taking on less familiar opponents can tell you a lot.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin the second quarter. The post pair for him. It's Green and Looney. Podziemski out there with Hield. And it's Kuminga in at the small forward position. And you look at the way the league is moving now, Shams, are there less big trades than when you started or more?
Perhaps a little bit less, but listen, the league is trying to keep parity in this league and allow teams to be able to keep their homegrown stars. There's always going to be plenty of interest, and that level of interest, not only from players from competing teams, but fans' interest, it's never been higher.
And there's never any hesitancy, right? If a team feels they can get better, for whatever reason and however they do it, I don't think there's any hesitancy to pulling the trigger.
Particularly when you're on the cusp of potentially winning a championship or competing, whether it's competing for playoffs, competing for a title. If you can make one move that takes you from point A to point B, teams and general managers want to do it.
Well said.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Anderson, he's checked in for Green. Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league. Number 5, the Warriors.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
And in last year's playoff, Shams, we did see a lot of players injured and unable to play. What are some of the solutions that may be being talked about that you hear about?
People certainly ask if this is a result of the 65-game rule. Is it the more physical play? Is it the consequences of the regular season? The league is going to take a wait-and-see approach to determine if this is an issue they have to fix. But they do love the results of what this has brought as far as player availability moving forward.
Yeah, they do seem sold on that 65 number, don't they?
100%. And at the end of the day, some of these injuries are flukish. There's a lot of, obviously, lower body injuries, and you can't measure that. I think the league is going to want to see more data over the next 5 to 10 years to really determine, does this rule impact the game and impact injuries?
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks. The Warriors have found something with Draymond Green and Trace Jackson-Davis inside. Green says, with the rim protected by Trace, I can just play off instinct and read the game. Jackson-Davis says, being able to interchange with him is great. The things he teaches me has helped my game a lot. Kevin?
I'd love to hear those stories. Thanks, David. Here's Pritchard. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Oh, wasn't that wonderful? Easy to see why Shams has so many sources around the game. He's so easy to talk to.
Yeah, it's all about relationships at the end of the day. When the conversations come easily, that suits his purpose as a reporter.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. And White kicks to Cornette. Pass to Horford. There's 48 seconds left in the first half of basketball. White a screen on Green. Just 4 to shoot. 2 points. That one goes. Horford's got his first points of the game. 41 seconds left in the second quarter. Higgins outside. Back to Curry. Got a piece of it. Brown outside. Good. Nice job down low. And it's now only a 1-point Warrior lead.
And credit to Holiday for keeping this offense in rhythm. He does a great job spreading the ball around.
Curry against Holiday. Now here's Curry. He's covered closely. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. The Warriors on top. They lead by 1. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long run. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Hi, everybody. We've got your favorite segment on tap as we check out how the Eastern Conference is shaping up. Swerving off topic for a moment, I need you guys to weigh in on this. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No, man, it's a hot dog. Cheese, it's right there in the name.
Well, it's got meat, correct?
Right.
It has bread.
Right.
Isn't that what it takes to make a sandwich?
Stuff between bread?
That's not how it works. Every summer they have a hot dog eating contest, not a sandwich eating contest. They're different.
I really feel sandwiched between two great debaters. And now, guys, let's talk about these Warriors and this close game they find themselves in.
Playing well on the road can be very difficult. They're doing a good job despite the challenges.
Away from home, they aren't letting the crowd get into their heads. In fact, they've looked comfortable at times. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Well, that's certainly what I'd do. Until the defense shows they can stop him, ride the hot hand.
Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. Tatum and Horford man the post positions. And it's Holiday in at the point. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
Considered one of the best players in the game right now, Tatum is hungry to win titles to add to his growing legacy.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Greg, since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals, the Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
And it's Brown missing. And so Green will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. They can look forward to the Cavaliers after this game in a matchup against Cleveland. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the team. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always. Here's Curry, following the bucket by the Celtics. Green deciding where to go with it. Fires the 3, bangs home the trifecta. Green's got his first 3 points of the game.
And it's crucial that Green hits from the outside because it makes everything easier for his teammates.
Green against Tatum. 3-pointer. There's Tatum's range on display.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Pritchard, he's checked in for White. No one had more success at the foul line last season than this group of players. Second, Stephen Curry.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Wiggins kicks to Curry. Green with a screen for Curry. Hits the jumper in space. Curry's got 5 points so far.
He has perfected his ability in the pick and roll. Curry going to work.
And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Outside, Green. 1:15 left to play in the third. There's Brown with the 3. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 3rd assist on the night. Pass to Moody. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Kuminga's come in for Draymond Green. Hield comes in for Moody. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Stephen Curry. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking it.
It's Brown on the wing. Covered by Hield. And finished off by Brown.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
Healed against Brown. Pass to Kuminga.
Oh, the officials are all over that.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws here for the night.
Take a break.
And he makes the first. So both teams making some changes here. Second free throw, no good. Celtics leading by 5. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pritchard passes to Brown. 12 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Shot clock at 6. Here's the 3. That one, no good. The third quarter comes to a close. Celtics lead by 5. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. They've got Kyle Anderson. Buddy Hield is out there with Pajemski. Then it's Kevon Looney. And it's Kuminga in at the 3. Pass to Pajemski. His three-pointers off the mark. Celtics leading by 5. Outside Tatum. Here's Cornette. Over Looney. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Warriors trail by 5. Fires from deep. Pajemski's shot is good.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Yeah, and as a coach, you love having a team like this. They've got 0 quit in them.
Now here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum won't be denied.
And guys, it's no easy task defending Tatum inside. You can body him up, bump him, he'll still find a way.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message Steve Kerr gave to his team. Now they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, that they've had some clean looks. And when that 3 goes in, it's always a welcome sight. Guys?
Thank you, David. The offensive rebound. Green finds Curry. Over Holiday. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Curry.
Such an advantage to have a big man who can dish it like Draymond.
Outside Holiday. Celtics passing it around. The Warriors pull it in. Curry on the wing. Guarded by Tatum. Oh, they get it back. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. The lead is 2. Down low. The flush by Tatum.
Well, he's never fazed by those big moments. Tatum with a big hoop right there.
Holiday against Curry. And he's going up for the alley-oop. There's 1:26 left in the fourth. Drills it from outside.
And this is what we want to see more of from Wiggins, delivering a huge basket for his team.
The Celtics shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. Tatum against Green. Over in the corner. White. Good on the three-point shot. And the Celtics lead by 4.
And that three was big. I mean, it cancels out the triple at the other end, and that appeared to really tighten this game up. And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Celtics.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with that.
And their passing has been great as well. Ball movement is key in getting good looks, and they've had that down tonight.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. He's perfect from the line this time.
And now down to a one-possession game. Those foul shots, huge.
For Boston, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Tatum draws the double. Horford dishes to Tatum. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Great tee that time from Green. Wiggins in the post. White on him.
And the aggressor there and getting rewarded for it. Love watching Wiggins get inside and draw the call.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Tatum against Green. Right side Tatum. Great tee that time from Green. Holiday against Curry. Green with a screen on Holiday. It's Curry outside. Right between the eyes.
Fearless. Curry takes on the challenge and gets that big basket to fall.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. What do you think we're going to see here?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. The three from Tatum. Misses the 3. And an intentional foul right there.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
It's the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
No doubt, that just about seals it.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Guys, what's your take?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
Well, I've been in this spot more times than I'd like to admit. All you can do is tell your guys to hold their heads up and finish strong.
So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Draymond. When you look at the stat sheet and why things work tonight, what are you looking at the most?
Turnovers. That's the key to the game. Look at turnovers and how many free throws they shot. If they weren't able to set their defense, we didn't turn the ball over, we were able to set ours. Those are the two things I look at.
Certainly sounds like the foundation to victory, man. Congrats again. Back to you.
Thank you for that, David. And that'll do it, folks. So, for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter, David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the player.